They spoke it, and it appeared. Not because they worked harder, not because they knew more, not because they deserved it more than you, but because they understood this. The law responds to the tongue, not the hustle, not the timeline, not the balance in the account, but the word that leaves your lips with belief. The ones you call lucky, the ones you say are always in the right place at the right time, the ones who seem to think of an idea and make millions in months. They don't wait to see it before they speak it. They speak it, and then they see it. Because creation doesn't start with results. It starts with resonance. It starts with rhythm. It starts with the invisible, the spoken, the declared, the believed. They don't say, I hope. They say, it is done. They don't say, if only. They say, of course. They don't say, I need. They say, I claim. This is what separates you from them. Not blood, not IQ, not legacy. Just the law they follow, and the words they use to command it. And you can use it too, starting now. There are 3 truths the 1% use. Quietly, daily, and without teaching them to the rest of the world. Not because they are keeping secrets maliciously, but because most people won't believe it when it's free. They want the 300-page course, the 12-step program, the complicated map. But the 1% speak the mountain into moving, and it moves. And when it does, the rest of the world calls it coincidence. You won't, because today you'll learn what they know, and begin to say what they say. Let's begin with truth number 1. Truth number 1. Words create worlds. This is not poetry. It's not a metaphor. It is divine science. Every word spoken is a seed. Every word you declare is a blueprint in the invisible. You cannot speak poverty and live in prosperity. You cannot declare struggle and walk in ease. You cannot curse your current life and expect your future to bless you. The word is the wand, the voice is the vessel, and speech is the start of everything. The 1% speak on purpose. They speak before they have it. They bless their plans before they begin. They bless their income before it arrives. They bless the room before they enter it. You've seen it. They walk with quiet confidence. They expect doors to open. They carry an energy that says, of course. It's not arrogance. It's alignment. They've already declared it done. And the law, obedient, perfect, invisible law, follows their speech like gravity. But the average person, they don't speak, they react. They don't declare, they describe. They say, I'm broke. They say, I'm tired. They say, this will never work for me. And the law answers. Not out of punishment, but out of order. Because the law is not sentimental. It is obedient. It doesn't respond to desperation. It responds to decision. And the moment you decide to speak with certainty, not pleading, the law begins to shift the unseen in your favor. Let this sink in. You don't speak because you have faith. You speak, and then faith rises to meet your words. You don't speak because you feel rich. You speak until your feelings catch up. You speak because speech moves spirit, and spirit moves form. Let this be your first shift. You will never again describe your life. You will declare it. Even in lack, you will speak abundance. Even in delay, you will speak arrival. Even in fear, you will speak faith. Because that is the rhythm of the 1%. That is the law they obey. And that is the truth you now carry. Emotion is a magnet, and the wealthy know how to feel before it arrives. But for now, repeat this aloud. I no longer speak from fear. I speak from faith. I declare with authority, and the law obeys. My words are wealth. My tongue is divine. They speak with certainty, but they feel it too. That brings us to the second truth. Truth number 2. Emotion is the signal, not the words, not the actions, not even the plan. It's the feeling that creates the field. The emotion is what charges the word. It's the fire behind the seed. Words without emotion are like seeds on stone. But when the word is spoken with feeling, with joy, with praise, with unwavering trust, the invisible stirs. This is why you can affirm, I am wealthy, 100 times. But if you're feeling fear as you say it, the law responds to the fear, not the phrase. The wealthy don't just say what they want. They feel like they already have it, even when there's no proof, even when it looks ridiculous, even when the world laughs at their confidence. They keep their feelings aligned, not with what is, but with what must be. Most people think emotions are just reactions, but the 1% know better. They use emotions as tools, as magnets, as command signals to the law. They feel success before it arrives. They walk like it's done. They live in the vibration of their future, and so the future finds them. Emotion is not noise. Emotion is the password. Emotion is the confirmation email to the universe. Say the right thing with the wrong feeling, and nothing moves. Say it with belief, with breath, with calm expectation, and watch doors swing open. This is the power you hold. So ask yourself, when I declare wealth, do I feel tense? When I say I'm worthy, do I cringe inside? When I speak abundance, is my heart still whispering doubt? Then pause and realign. Don't force the words. Let them rise gently from a new feeling, from gratitude, from expectancy, from peace. Because when the feeling changes, the form must follow. Close your eyes and imagine the moment your desire appears. The door opens, the check arrives, the message comes through. The news you were waiting for lands softly in your lap. Now feel that, breathe that. Walk in that vibration now, and the law will echo your steps. Because what you feel is what you fuse into form. And the 1%, they've trained themselves to feel on purpose. To feel like it's done, even when it's not. To speak as if it's theirs, even when the bank says 0. To radiate joy, even in silence. And slowly, silently, surely, the form appears. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to be visible. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You just need to feel it, and speak it, and let the law confirm your vibration. Let this be your shift. I feel it now. I walk in it now. I speak it now. And it is done. Say it again. Breathe it in. Let your body believe it, before your eyes ever see it. Because wealth doesn't follow struggle. It follows certainty. It follows praise. It follows the ones who say, thank you, before they receive. This is your new identity. You are the one who feels it first. Coming next, the third truth. The one they never teach. Why silence is a sabotage, and hesitation blocks the door. But first, let these words rise through you. I bless my voice. I bless my feelings. I bless my future. I declare it done, and so it appears. Now we enter the final truth. And this one, they never teach. They never write it in books. They never say it aloud. But it's the one that separates creators from spectators. Truth number 3. Delay is denial. Every time you hesitate, you signal doubt. Every time you say, "I'll speak it tomorrow," you delay the delivery. Because the law doesn't wait. It moves at the speed of your decision, not your effort, not your credentials, not your resume, but your word. And every minute you hold your tongue, the door pauses, the current slows, the reality stalls, waiting on your voice. The wealthy don't wait for confirmation. They give confirmation. They speak it before it arrives. They bless it before it's visible. They thank the universe before the evidence shows up. And in doing so, they summon the evidence. You see, silence isn't neutral. Silence is a statement. When you're afraid to speak it, you're saying, "I don't trust it." When you say, "Let's wait and see," you're saying, "I'm unsure and I'm afraid." But when you speak without proof, when you declare while still waiting, when you bless what you cannot see, you move the immovable. You stir the unseen. You command the law to catch up with your voice. So the question becomes, what am I hesitating to say? What truth have I delayed? What promise am I afraid to claim out loud? Because the 1%, they don't wait for permission. They are the permission. They don't say, "I'll try." They say, "It's done." Don't let your desire grow cold in silence. Don't let the blessing wait on a whisper that never comes. Don't let your future starve while your voice stays hidden. Say it. Even if your voice shakes, even if your mind doubts, even if your past screams, "Not you." Say it anyway. Because when you speak it, it begins. When you declare it, it moves. When you own it, it arrives. So right now, breathe, center yourself, and say, "I delay nothing. I claim what's mine. I speak what I desire. I command what I've seen in spirit to show up in form." Say it again and again. Let your words melt the hesitation. Let your breath signal the door. Let your voice call home what's already been written, because what you want is waiting for you to say so. That is the secret the 1% will never admit. They spoke it, and it appeared. Because the law has no choice. The law was designed to obey speech. It is blind to hope. It is deaf to begging. It only hears the voice of authority and moves accordingly. Let this be your vow. I will never delay my word again. I will not speak fear. I will not repeat doubt. I will not withhold my voice when the moment asks for power. I will speak truth, in rhythm, in love, in divine confidence, and what I speak will not return void. And now we arrive at the echo, at the ripple, at the quiet moment where truth lands softly, but moves mountains. You've heard the 3 truths. Speak with precision. Feel it as now. Never delay the word. But hearing isn't enough. You must return, again and again, to the vibration of certainty. Not with force, not with striving, but with stillness that knows. The word is seed. The word is power. The word is law. Most of the world keeps speaking problems. They narrate their wounds. They recite their fears. They loop their lack. They say, "I'm trying. It's hard." Nothing ever changes. And the law listens and delivers. But not you. Not anymore. From now on, your voice is sacred. Your tongue is the wand. Your breath is the signal. You will only speak what you wish to expand. You will only name what you want to nourish. You will only repeat what you want to return. because you now understand. Every word is a contract. Every sentence is a signature. Every declaration is a delivery code. What you write with your mouth is what prints in your world. So breathe and say with soft power, I do not chase, I attract. I do not beg, I bless. I do not delay, I decide. I do not speak fear, I speak fulfillment. Say it again, this time with your hand over your heart. Feel it. Let the frequency hum beneath your ribs. And now say, what I speak appears. Again, what I speak appears. You're no longer waiting. You're no longer rehearsing lack. You're no longer voiceless. You are the speaker, the creator, the voice of divine instruction. And every molecule in your field is listening. So let your life become a sermon of bold truth. Let your breath preach wealth. Let your silence be pregnant with power. Let your speech open invisible doors. Speak it, even if no one claps. Speak it, even if no one understands. Speak it, even when it feels too big. Because the word doesn't return void. It returns amplified, multiplied, perfected. Close your eyes. Feel your next reality circling you. Feel it inching closer with every fateful phrase. Feel it rising like a tide, because you spoke. Now whisper once more, as a vow to yourself. They may not know my name, but heaven knows my word. And that is all it takes.